as to count 2, perjury in the first degree. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
It has been a little more than a week since the disgraced DNA analyst pleaded guilty to 4 felonies, and still the fallout continues. Among that guilty admission by Missy Woods was her lying about DNA results in 2013 in a Lakewood murder. Ryan Hicks is serving a life sentence without parole in the death of his housemate. Now, Hicks's attorney has taken the first step in what could lead to a new trial. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates joins us from the newsroom. Kevin, you've been following this case for quite some time. We knew there was going to be fallout like this. Missy Woods, in this particular case, lied when she testified about something really important.
Yeah, Phil, she testified that the genetic profile she turned over during the trial was the only DNA testing that she did. Now the man's lawyer asserts that the actual truth could set him free. It was May 2013, and no one could find David Noren. Evidence at the Lakewood home where he was living suggested a struggle and serious injuries. Then,
a developing story in Clear Creek County where a body has been found along Fall River Road.
The body of the missing man, and a focus on his housemate, Ryan Hicks. When Hicks went to trial, a key witness was Colorado Bureau of Investigation DNA analyst Missy Woods, who testified that the dead man's DNA was on Hicks's shoes, and that Hicks's DNA was on shoes found near the body. When she was asked whether she did other genetic testing,
Ms. Woods knowingly gave a materially false answer to this question while under oath.
The truth, investigators found, was that Woods changed the quantities of genetic material found on a piece of evidence in the case and failed to disclose that she found DNA. That undisclosed DNA was in addition to an unknown genetic profile found on the victim's belt. Now a lawyer for Hicks is seeking all the evidence in the case and preparing a fight to have his conviction overturned.
The fallout's just beginning. This motion filed in his case is probably just the start of attacks on convictions in which she testified.
9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson says Hicks's attorney has a strong argument.
Still more DNA that was not analyzed correctly, in fact, where the facts were falsified. That's huge.
For now, Hicks remains behind bars on a life sentence. It's not clear how soon a judge will rule on his attorney's efforts to get access to the files in the case, or when his lawyer will challenge his conviction. A spokeswoman for Jefferson County District Attorney Alexis King said the files won't be turned over unless the judge in this case does order them to do that. That's necessary, she said, to protect the case against Woods, who's scheduled to be sentenced on September 8th. She faces between 8 and 16 years in state prison. Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
And Kevin, as Scott just said, we do expect there to be more of this.
Yeah, absolutely. There are all kinds of defense attorneys that are analyzing cases in which Woods was either involved in DNA testing or testified, and it will not be surprising if there are more motions forthcoming from people seeking a review of their convictions.
All right, Kevin Vaughn, thank you.